Hi everyone, welcome to a Winning Tips and Tricks special episode featuring me, Agent Lozen. Today we're playing Double Dragon. Yep, that's all. Let's go. Let's see if I can make it through this game. The truth is I just recently actually beat this game for real without any, Game Genie or anything. I've had this since like 1991, 1992. But it's a hard game, and I've never actually, honest to God, beaten it until just recently. And I enjoyed it so much that I thought, hell, let's make a Winning Tips and Tricks episode out of it. And actually, that was fun to write for. Overall, I found that I enjoy this game, but only after I know what to do. I found, parts of like the twin bobos and stuff later in, they were always difficult, and it just wasn't fun. And it was also it wasn't fun that I could never beat it. I couldn't get anywhere with this game. But like I said, once I have a better understanding of all the mechanics and stuff, then the game it's a lot more interesting. I've been punching everyone so far, for the most part, because punches grant a little more XP than you jerk than kicks do. So if I plan to level up my skills, the best way to do it is with a couple punches. Sometimes kicks make more sense, like with these dudes. Oh, these chicks, I'm sorry. Kicks are a little bit faster, and I think their range is slightly better too. I can't say for certain, but just for killing stuff, I prefer kicks. The Bobo coming up is easiest to defeat if you have the jump kick, which I just acquired. So I'm going to finish that chick off. Go inside. Oops. I thought that was going to be cool. Yeah, in speedrun videos, or just whenever I see anyone else playing, it's real easy for them to knock anything off of the conveyor belt. But I find when I'm trying to do it, they just don't cooperate. They will negotiate the conveyor belt. They're very aware they can fall off it, and they go a long way to negotiate it. So to actually knock people off it, it's really tricky. You need to get really close. Do you see how he moves away from the edge? So you need a very... Damn it, see, he won't do it on his own. You need a very precise... Well... Time to reset it. I need my lives. You honestly need your lives for the end of the game. I know if you're really, really pro, you'll never die once, but I'm not that pro. Is it ironic? Maybe it's just a coincidence. I was describing how tricky it is to knock people off that edge, and then, nope, there I go too. Let my failures serve as an example. Maybe just jump kicking isn't the best approach there. I don't know. But once again, I'm using punches on these dudes to build up my levels early. I think these guys' names are Williams or something. Anyway, they don't get too aggressive early in. In retrospect, I didn't learn a lot of things that I should have learned before I did this video. I mean the Winning Tips and Tricks video. For example, I suspect all the NPCs, all the enemies, become more aggressive as the levels progress. I noticed that they hit me more. I can't get a lot of punches off before they knock me over. Where in the early levels, the dudes I was fighting a moment ago, those Williams, they were like, oh yeah, beat up on us, we're not going to really fight back. However, I can't confirm they actually get better. Maybe it's just I have a unlucky streak in the later levels. But anyway, I have a strong hunch that that's what's happening. The enemies, their HP pools don't actually change, though, from what I understand. So however much damage it took to kill them before is the same damage it takes now. As I said in my video, if you don't knock anyone over, they won't actually die. So by juggling like this, I can keep punching them and punching them and punching them, and they won't go down, which is awesome for trying to level up my abilities. And as I said a moment ago, I suspect everyone is less aggressive earlier in. So this is an excellent stage to get level 3 or 4 out of the way before you progress. And it'll really pay off in the future. I didn't, again, you know, I've never beaten this game until just recently. I didn't quite realize the impact that having the extra skills, you know, the best skills, has on your game. For that matter, I didn't know you could do half the shit you could do. I mean, I really looked into it, I really researched everything as far as moves go. I was like, wow, those moves at the end rock. So like, I have access to the hair pull now, which you activate by kicking. And again, here's another thing I'm not actually sure about. The hair pull works almost randomly to me. See, I just got it. I wasn't doing anything special. It was very unintentional. So I don't know if you can activate it on your own, or if it is truly just random. I didn't discover that. See, I kicked him off that time. It worked better. I think the jump kick is just too risky. Alright. It'd be great if I can get out of this stage at level, I don't know, 5. I'm sure I'll be able to do that. Just keep punching these dudes. See, already they feel like they're counter-punching me more. Also, I have the best experience fighting these dudes when my punches are at their maximum range. I don't think that NPCs use their max range when they're attacking you. So I can get a punch or two off before they can actually even hit me. Even if our ranges are the same. You jerk. I'm gonna blow you up. This is the first level, as I said, that has holes in it. Like there's a hole down there. Yeah, you will die if you fall in there. And a moment ago I reset the game because I died, and I would do the same thing here if I fell into that hole. You need your lives. Games like Battletoads and actually a lot of games of this era, they give you lives for certain points, you know, point values, or yeah, like in Ninja Turtles, for example. You know, I say that all the time. Make an effort to not die, which sounds obvious. Make an effort to get to the game with as many lives as you can. And that's usually the trick to beating a lot of these older games, is you can't screw around, you really need to take it seriously. In Double Dragon, though, no matter how many points you earn, you'll always just have your 3 lives. Your starting life and then 2 in stock. And that makes the game, that's another factor that leads to this game being difficult. I'll let her come down here. It's extra points off clip. I said in my video that some weapons, like the whip, will give you experience, and other weapons like the knife and the dynamite, they won't give you experience. I think barrels are the same way. They won't give you experience when you hit enemies with them. So I don't mind hitting people with bats or with whips, but I feel like it's a waste. Alright, I'm pretty high on health, so I'm going to punch this guy as much as I can. He's more dangerous than a normal dude. And then when I get low, I'll use the cheese method of beating this dude. Chin is his name. So I've nearly got a level. If I can go in there with... Yeah, level 6 is awesome. I'm doing really well. The Dragon Elbow, good night. I really think it's your best move. Like, your most damaging move is the Dragon Elbow, which is so easy to do. But it wrecks a lot of the harder parts in the game. Alright, jump kick the knives. You can't jump kick dynamite, though. Don't try it. Please don't try it. But being level 6 just instills a lot of confidence. Like, I can deal with a lot of parts that are otherwise very difficult. The Dragon Elbow doesn't kill everything instantly. It's not like a perfect attack, because a lot of enemies like to duck it, and then they counterattack, and it's a pain in the butt. But it does greatly simplify See, they don't duck early in. That's why I think they're more aggressive. Anyway, it greatly simplifies a lot of fights that are otherwise a giant pain in the ass. Like these chins, for example. The hair pull works pretty well, but the dragon elbow just makes this trivial. Of course, if you try to fight this guy with just like kicks and punches, you're gonna lose half your HP pool. So I stay at max range as far as I can. Because like I said, they don't use their max range. Or maybe they do and their max range is smaller, I don't know. I think there's one more chin. I know it seems kind of boring, but I want to preserve all the health I can. I don't want to screw up here and make a mess of things later. If I want to see the end of the game, you can't screw around in this game. Good night. The chin, you can sit on him. You can mount him. You jerk. In the water, please. No. You can mount them when they're really low on health, but if they're not, then they're going to be really uncooperative and they'll push you off. Which I don't blame them. You know, if the dude was doing that to me, I wouldn't take well to that. That's a stupid joke. Yeah, but if you don't have the elbows, or if you're, I don't know, in the right circumstances, it makes more sense to mount enemies than it does to actually try and elbow them to death. Like, here, for example, oh, you prick. No, he died. I want to show you! It's like this dude. Oh, I don't want to try and throw elbows because he'll jump kick me or whatever, so I jump kick him, get on him, and then punch him to death. And that whole encounter was trivial. Utterly trivial. Two of them here. I gotta hurry up because like they'll sneak up on you when you're trying to mount people. And that's what you get at level 5, by the way. There is one more level, and I didn't talk about it in my video, but it just adds this like crappy kick mechanic that everyone ducks all the time, and it's kind of useless. The abobos I'll handle just like the chins. Just keep throwing those elbows. Stay at max range. Honestly, when you're doing this like the legit way, the way the programmers wanted you to do, when you're just trying to like kick and punch them or jump kick them, whatever, this fight is really, really hard. I very frequently die when I don't have my elbows. But the elbows almost make it I'll take hits, but it's almost trivial. See, I mean, I still have a lot of HP left. So, you can actually proceed to the right after the abobos, and you'll just loop back around, you have to fight them over and over, it's pointless. So you need to go in the cave here. Yeah, you can take a lot of damage from these stalactites. You see, like, I just lost a huge chunk of my HP there. I'll be okay, it's not a problem. Alright, you got a platform right away with jump kicks. And if you want, I like to just wait it out. I stay on this one until the very end, and you can make the jump. I think trying to hit that last conveyor belt, or whatever that thing is too risky. Of course, if you do fall there, the level will loop around it, like I talked about in the video. So it's not a huge punishment if that were to happen, but... Every time you go through a door, if you haven't noticed, and I should have said this in my video, every time you go through a door, all of your HP is restored to you. Let me see if this guy will let me mount him. So like, even if I'm kind of low here, oh, he died. Even if I'm a little low here, I don't really sweat it, because when you go through the door, full health. Oh, I missed. No! Ha! Jerk. Make the fight trivial by mounting him. And again, I'm not gonna jump kick this dude. I'm gonna trigger him to throw his dynamite and get out of there. I'm nearly the final level. Alright, here you can leap from the edge here if you're impatient, but it's safer if you just fall down. But you need to leap from the very, very edge. Otherwise you'll fall into a hole. So I'm just gonna fall, I'm gonna take the safe route. And what I'm talking about is if you leap from the very end, you'll just barely clear this hole, right? You'll be standing right where I'm standing at. Oh, no. Now, these jumps are tricky. The platforming isn't good in this game. And what I want to do is jump at the last possible seconds, so I'm sure to clear the hole. But when I try that, I frequently fall into the hole. And it feels kind of unfair. It feels like the platforming just isn't good. Alright, I kind of botched this in my video. But there are 2 Frankenabobos here. They don't give you much space to work with. But just the way like my video footage was, it just made sense to kind of like pretend there was one. Come on. This guy's mess me up if he gets too many hits on. What is your problem? Die. I'm getting low on health. So there's one, and then oh, his friend comes in. This is another part, like I've gotten here as a kid, you know, to the Frankenbobo parts, and I usually die right here, because these guys are just so hard to fight without the Dragon Elbow. I didn't know the Dragon Elbow was a thing. Imagine that, I didn't even know back in the day. Like, I knew little tricks and things for raising your level. Oh, you just jumped all the way here, by the way. Yeah, I knew little tricks for, like, fighting guys and not killing them. But I didn't know what the skills did. I didn't know you could mount people as a kid. I didn't know you could Dragon Elbow. I knew about the hair pull, because, like, again, this is just randomly happening whenever I do it. Like, right here. Totally random. By the way, you need to kill those Lindas to open the door. But upon discovering what all these moves did, this is what really got me interested in Double Dragon recently. For a game I otherwise didn't care that much for. Alright. This is the most, this is the shittiest part of the game. No lie. I think that these blocks are random. Sometimes they kill you really, really quickly, and other times they don't. And I don't know what the trick is. And I can't... Oh my god. I can't find a good explanation for a trick. I don't know. There's no one... that was awesome. Just then I only got hit once. I have no idea what the pros do. I don't know what to do with those blocks. I think everyone feels the same way, too. It's cool when you can throw those... Oh, see, I just did the level 7 attack with the big jump kick. It's cool when you can throw the chins into the pit, but I don't want to, like, fall in myself. I'm getting really close. And again, you need your lives. You need your lives. I should kill him. Oh, they carry knives here, by the way. They're like super chins. And they're the most aggressive ones yet. I talk about, you know, their aggression raises. And I suspect that's the case. But they can't withstand the drag. Oh, shit. That's bad, that's bad, that's bad. He had a knife. And knives are very, very damaging. Very damaging. And he just, like, hit me with it. I was standing at a bad spot. He could just throw it immediately when he spawned. I guess don't fight chins up there. If anything, I guess I should practice on throwing them into the hole, into the pit down there. But right now, I just want to be super safe. And not try that. Now, I gotta get through, like, one more arguably tricky part with, like, only getting hit once, maybe. Okay, screw the Abobo, don't fight this dude. Go up instead. I think it despawns him anyway when you go up. Kill, 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 kill. Alright, good. See, they'll knock you off if they get too close. Just please, Dragon Elbow. Shit, and then they do this. That's why the Dragon Elbow isn't... Please don't kill me. It's not perfect. I think hair pulls are probably ideal in this situation. Or otherwise mounting them. But you just can't get too close when you... Or you can't let them be too close when you mount them. Shit! Well... You know what really sucked? Getting hit by that knife earlier. You lose, like, I don't know, a third of your HP pool. Well, I'm not even scared now. Just fucking do it. Let's do it! Let's do it! Jump kick me, please. This is the very last part before, like, you go through a door. So I'm kind of disappointed that I died here. Oh, there's my hair pull out, right? So it's really, really, really a shame that these guys just killed me, because once you kill all them, you go through the door, here's full health. I mean, honestly, that sucked. I think I still... That's extremely disappointing. I was literally in the process of saying, I think I can still beat the game with just 1 life. It's just really hard. And now I'm pretty convinced. Double Dragon, everyone. That platforming, though, huh? Welcome back, everyone. I've been thinking lately when I'm making these videos. Actually, this should be seamless. I say welcome back, but it should be almost seamless. It'd be really great if I could beat the games, even though I've lost. So what I've just done is I've played through the game again, just like Friday the 13th a week or two ago. And you jerk. I played through the game again. No. And I mean, here we are. I'm taking back up. I'm taking back the video. It's going again. What the hell am I saying? But yeah, I really want to show you guys the end. I want to show you, you know, how to get through this, how I get through this game with the commentary. And it's kind of lame if I just kind of give up. Oh, I don't understand what just happened. I didn't do anything. I don't have a reset button on my controller, on my emulator. This... Okay, well... Let's see if I feel like playing back there again. Oh, hi again, guys. Again, it should be seamless, but I just played through the game a 3rd time. And if something else weird happens, I'm not doing it again. Oh yes, right here. I'm doing well. I'm at 2 lives or whatever. I am going to... I don't like to do this because I like to play games legit. But I'm honestly going to save state it. Okay, it's save stated. So, I mean, I've been playing for a long time. I don't want to do this again. Yeah, I guess I'd be more confident trying to play through this again. I don't know if I can clear that gap. It's so long. It's so wide. Maybe I go up. Yeah, on the NES, you can't save state. So like I said, I don't like doing that. That's not what I want to do when I play through these games. I don't want you to watch me, you know, cheese the hell out of every part of the game all the way through. But I guess, I don't know, I've had some bad luck with, the game literally just reset a little while ago. I was in this section right here, and poof, it just reset. And I don't know if the emulator caused it, or if the game, if it's bugged. Alright, we're in the very last section of the game. So I'm going to take as little damage as possible. If I can mount these dudes, I'll take it. Oh, no. The Dragon Elbow gives him too much of a chance to, like, jump kick me in retaliation, so I'm not going to use that. Hair pulls are awesome. Oh. And then mounting is awesome. Nearly done. I've got, you know, when I was playing this game on my NES a little while ago, I mean just a week or so ago, I got to this part over and over and over, and then the final boss encounter is what, like, would suck up all my remaining lives. But I kinda roughly have a strat. That's a lie, I don't. I watched a speedrun today from Speed Demos Archive, and they had sort of an interesting strat. Maybe I'll kinda roughly try. I'm not claiming I'm good at it, but... I saw a neat strat for Jimmy at the very end. Oh, spoilers, by the way, you fight Jimmy Lee, your brother. Ooh, I wanted to talk about that, though. There was an animated TV show, Double Dragon, you know, in the mid-90s or whatever. And I was a Double Dragon fan. I had 1 and 2 on the NES in the mid-90s. And so, oh, the show was cool, I wanted to show. But, in the very first or second episode... Oh, no, you jerk. I jump kicked too. In the very first or second episode, Billy Lee fights the evil shadow boss Jimmy Lee, his brother, and he's wearing like this shadow outfit. I don't know. But then he defeats them and like, well, we're gonna join forces or whatever. And I guess they're kind of like trying to explain what's happening in Double Dragon 1 and 2. Anyway, that's not really the case. It's not really how the story goes, from what I understand. Jerk threw that knife at me. That sucked. According to the arcade game, the original arcade game that preceded this, you can play in multiplayer mode. You can play as Billy and Jimmy. You can play the whole game in multiplayer, which originally was really disappointing to me. You couldn't do that in the NES game. But when you got to the end, you could play in multiplayer mode, your friends, whatever. At the very end, when you find Marion, is that her name? The girlfriend? I said it in the video and I forgot what it is. You fight over her. Oh, here we go. Billy, I want to hair pull this guy. That was my strat originally. Oh, jerk. Billy and Jimmy Lee fight over the girlfriend at the very end. And I think in the NES game, when Jimmy Lee comes out at the very, very end, you're like, oh no, he's the Shadow Boss. But I think what they're trying to do is kind of reenact the arcade fight at the end, where, oh, you fight your brother to see who gets the girl. Which I don't think would really fly in our modern society. But it's kind of funny at the end. Yeah, if you can't beat, what the hell's his name? Shotgun Willie? Yeah, I think it's Willie. If you can't beat him, you restart the entire encounter all over. Yeah, so anyway, my point is, the whole reason I'm saying that is because everyone's like, oh, Jimmy Lee, he's actually the criminal mastermind of the whole game and stuff, and for some reason Double Dragon 2, you're friends, and there's no good explanation. Well, the explanation is that I don't think he really truly is meant to, even though the instruction manual says this, he's really not meant to be the criminal mastermind. You're just fighting him for the affection of Marion, the girl. Oh, you fuck! That's extremely bad that happened. Maybe I should have jump kicked him right off the bat, I don't know. That sucks so much, because I'm getting... Should I reload my save state? I'm getting to the end of the game, and I need all the health I can get, like what I've been saying the whole game. And suddenly this jerk is hitting with that knife, and I'm losing my entire HP pool to it. Alright, I'm gonna say, I got another life, but there's a strong possibility I'm not gonna beat Double Dragon. What did I say 5 minutes ago? That I got to this room over and over and over? I'd play for 20 minutes and get to this room, and then I'd utterly lose all my lives. This is the reason why, because this final boss fight sucks. And it is, I mean, no matter what dragon elbows you have, no matter what hair pulls you have, it is extremely difficult. And there's no good way of dealing with it. Of course, you watch a speedrunner, and he, without getting hit, he'll beat both bosses. But no matter how much practice I have with this, I seem to just get railed here. But this time, I'm gonna remember that those stupid chins have that knife. And maybe I'll just attempt to jump kick them when they come out of the door. What is your problem, Abobo? Alright, that's much better. See, with the full HP bar, I stand a way better chance of beating Willie? Machine Gun Willie is his name? I'm gonna mount him. Oh, man. When he's low on health, he'll let you do it. He just kind of gives up and takes it. In the speedrun from Speed Elmo's Archive, the dude just elbows these dudes right out the door. I'm like, oh, that seems really easy, let me try it, and they don't cooperate. So apparently there's something that I'm missing, that I'm not doing right. Anyway. Now, Willie's coming up. I really want to hair pull him. I think that is the best way to deal with this dude. I'm going to try and stay inside of his sprite so he can't shoot me. Oh, but he does this. He doesn't shoot at, he has a range for his shots. His shots don't... Oh my god. Ah, well, GG. Okay, you know what? Here we go. Here we go. We're gonna go in full cheater mode because I could be doing this for the next half hour. I'm gonna reload my save state. We're gonna save state even closer. I'm going to cheat the shit out of this. I'm frustrated because I know I can get to that 99% point. I know I can do it over and over and over, and you'll watch me play all day and lose to that stupid guy. I'm showing you the end of this game, one way or another, even if I have to cheat a lot to do it. I'm glad this platform's here. I nearly died a second ago. When I get into the final boss room, at the very beginning of the encounter, I'll save state it. And you're gonna watch me cheat and just make it like an ass of myself. But I'm gonna beat this. I guess I should point that out. I don't use save states at all when I play this. I said that earlier, but every video, every Let's Play I've done, I never use the save states. Because that just defeats the entire purpose. I'm supposed to be some kind of expert, you know, like, oh, I got these winning tips and tricks, and I'm going to show you how to beat this game, and, like, what kind of expert would just cheat their way, the entire way through? That's my philosophy so far, but I am more than willing to set that aside for this game. Because I strongly dislike the final boss encounter here. And I can never promise I'll be able to beat it. Which is, I guess, kind of a shame. For the record, though, I did actually beat it with the good hardware. It's just, I guess I got lucky. See, their AI gets so difficult, they keep ducking all my attacks. Alright, that's it. Now I'm on the final boss encounter. So, no joke. I want you guys to see it right here. I just saved. So it's like if I were to die, it'd be the same outcome. So in a way, let's pretend I should have unlimited lives. I'll beat the entire encounter, that's the intention, but it might take me like 10 times to do it. No, that's not true. Once I get a strat going, what is this guy's deal? Should be able to do it. Now again, if you didn't have the Dragon Elbow, I don't know what you would do here. I honestly don't even know what you would do to fight those guys, because they would bring you down to virtually no HP if you had to kick and punch them, and then you'd be forced to fight the Machine Gun Willie, whatever his name is. Oh. What's your problem? No, I think again, it's that whole aggression thing. They all become more aggressive as the game draws to a close. I suspect they do. I have no formal proof, but they're ducking everything I throw at them. All right, so I want to get lucky and put this guy into a hair pull. Let's say if I don't, I'm going to go into evasion mode then. Okay, there's a hair pull. 1, 2, 3, 4. And another thing, like I said earlier, I don't know if hair pulls are truly random the way I'm describing them. I'm not sure. Or if there is a way to do it for sure every time. But I know that they're activated with the kick. I don't like the geometry to this room, and I don't like how enemies... Oh, you jerk. Maybe I should, like, one and done. Kick him once and then evade. Oh, yes. Alright, no, okay. No, real quick, let me explain. We're gonna fight Jimmy Lee, but if you have 2 stock left the way I do, or 1 stock, if you die against him, you start right at Jimmy Lee, which cuts the difficulty of this entire encounter into, like, a third. No, you know, I mean... It's really good that I was able to get this far, that's what I'm saying. Now, in the speedrun, I watched him kick Jimmy twice and then elbow him. I wish it was that easy, huh? So let's try 1, 2 kicks. Oh yeah, that works. And then an elbow. 1, 2, elbow. Alright, this is when I fought him on the NES, I went through an entire health bar. Like, I died and got, like, all my health restored, and I went through an entire health bar again trying to fight this dude. Because he has so much health, and he's so damaging. You can't use hair pulls versus Jimmy, you can't mount him. But you know what? This whole 2 kicks and an elbow thing, the elbow's so damaging, it would greatly... Well, here's what I'm talking about. It would greatly speed up the fight. So let's see what I can do with it. You know, I cheese the chins and the abobos. I just, like, follow them around and I try and elbow, you know, like I'm doing here. But Jimmy, he kicks, he jump kicks so frequently that, I mean, he's a bad candidate for trying to cheese with the elbows. Elbows have good range, too. Like, I try and max range kick this guy. Because, like I said, I don't think enemies, their AIs, are built to have the same max range as you. Oh, I did the level 7 kick. That's kind of cool. But then the point is that the Dragon Elbow also has a similar max range to your kicks. So you can turn around or whatever and use it, and you're not out of range, which helps. This guy's so much HP, but he's easier to fight than Machine Gun, really. There it is, yeah. It's actually no sweat once you move with the Dragon Elbow, 2 kicks and Dragon Elbow. Here's the ending Double Dragon. I guess I regret having to use save states over and over. Billy gets the girl. She loves him because he defeated his brother in Mortal Kombat for her. And then no credits, it just kind of takes it back to the beginning. Yeah, so Double Dragon, I think, is a better single-player experience than its sequel, Double Dragon 2. But Double Dragon 2, overall, I think, is a better game, especially when you have 2 players. Yeah, the difference is Double Dragon 2 does have 2-player support, which makes it just a much more enjoyable couch co-op game than Double Dragon 1. But Double Dragon 1, its whole campaign is built around a single player, so I think it makes it a more interesting single-player experience. Alright, that's all I got for this. I know the NES Classic just launched, maybe a few days ago today. Today is the 16th. It's a little bit less than a week ago the NES Classic launched. Maybe I'll work on a game from that library. I don't know what I'll do. Mario 2, Mario 3. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. I know it sucked at the end. I mean, just the whole end is a mess. But I enjoyed this game. It's fun to play through. Thank you for watching very much. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.